Hey, coffee connoisseurs. Today I'm going to be reviewing Nocturne Protocol by Pop Culture Coffee. Nocturne Protocol is a Whatnot exclusive launch with a limited run, meaning that they only made 100 bags of this coffee. This coffee is exclusively sold through Whatnot streamer JNS Games. And a big shout out to Bob, one of my best friends and bros, who's also a viewer of the channel, for actually getting us this bag of coffee to review. Brother, thank you very much, and thank you for your ongoing support. Much love. But what do you say we get into it? That actually smells really good. It doesn't have as potent of a cherry flavor to it that I thought it was going to have. It has a mild kind of chocolate covered cherry scent going on to it, but ultimately it has a very pleasant coffee scent going on with it as well. And honestly, neither one of these scents are really dominant. They're all about equal. I have a feeling this coffee is going to be really good. I have a feeling the flavor is going to be present yet mild, not overpowering. But what do you say we get this brewing and we go find out? While we wait for the coffee to brew, let's talk a little bit about Pop Culture Coffee. Pop Culture Coffee does small batch roasted coffee with bold flavor and a quality first approach. They source single origin Arabica fair trade coffees through sustainable farming co-ops that directly support farming communities. And they have really cool themed coffees, like this limited run Resident Evil coffee. They also offer a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed coffee as well as a Star Trek themed coffee. They even have a vanilla rum flavored coffee called Grand Theft Espresso. I actually kind of really want to try that one. But coffee connoisseurs, what do you say we go get a cup of this coffee and see if this limited run, limited edition coffee is actually good enough to be Raccoon City's favorite coffee? So I finally have a cup of Nocturne Protocol in front of me. Let's try this coffee. Cheers, everyone. What I noticed trying this coffee unsweetened is that it is smooth starting out. I also noticed that it does have a mild and yet pleasant cherry flavor to it. Once I swallow the coffee and my breath comes back and hits my palate, there is a light bitterness to it that actually kind of adds a bit of a complement to this coffee. I suspect once we sweeten this coffee, that bitterness is going to go away and kind of the chocolate flavor is going to pop a little bit. The cherry's going to pop a little bit, but I honestly don't see the chocolate covered cherry flavor being overpowering with this coffee. It's mild enough now that I think it's going to be just perfect once we sweeten it. But what do you say we go sweeten this coffee and find out? So I'm back and I've put 2 packets of stevia in the raw in this coffee. Let's find out what it does to the body and dynamic of the coffee. This is good, and it actually played out exactly as I expected. I can taste the cherry. It has a sweetness to it, not necessarily a chocolatey taste, but a sweetness. The cherry is not overpowering. It's present, but it's not dominating. Coffee is still very smooth, and at the ends, once you swallow the coffee and your breath hits your palate, there's no longer a light bitterness. It's replaced by the sweetness that I anticipated it would be replaced by. All in all, this is pretty decent, and I'm relatively picky about cherry flavored things. I think what I like most about this is that the cherry flavored and the chocolate covered cherry flavor is present enough to be enjoyed, but it's not so present that it tastes artificial. You can still taste the coffee. It still tastes like coffee. And I can really appreciate and respect that. But now I'm curious to see what happens if we go throw a little bit of creamer in it. So, what do you say we go throw a little bit of creamer in it? So I'm back. I got a little bit of creamer in this. Let's see what it does. Cheers, everyone. I have kind of mixed feelings about what the creamer did to this coffee. What I noticed trying it with a little bit of creamer is that it is smooth and mildly sweet. Initially, it's almost kind of bland now. But once you swallow the coffee and your breath comes back and hits your palate, you get a cherry flavor. And it's actually a little bit more predominant than when it was just sweetened. It's actually really interesting. The creamer actually changed the dynamic of this coffee. And you also get a little bit of a sweet flavor with the cherry flavor when your breath's hitting your palate. And surprisingly enough, it wasn't terrible with the creamer. That being said, I like it better black and unsweetened or sweetened. This was a really cool coffee, and I actually hope to try more coffees from Pop Culture Coffee in the future. I'm really glad that I got to try this coffee, especially since it was a limited run of only 100 bags. Again, big shout out to Bob, bro. Thank you very much. And I'm glad I got to try this coffee because I love cherry flavored things. I love chocolate covered cherries. I love chocolate covered cherry flavored coffee. And this was a very unique one. It was not too potent, not too mild. It was just right. I also want to give a shout out to my friend Megan for giving me two of the shirts that I featured in this video. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you and your friendship. But coffee connoisseurs, I think that's about all the time that I have for coffee review videos today. If you enjoyed this video, I just want you to know that I drop a new coffee review video every Sunday morning and occasionally when I'm feeling frisky on a random Wednesday. I hope you all make it out of Raccoon City before the missile hits, don't get bit, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, coffee connoisseurs. Hi, Zelda.